Losing 5-0 in terms of players left on the court, and now they're showing like, you know, we aren't that affected by it. It's 3-3. You know, everything's still pretty even up. And now they got 6 on the court against 2. Let's see if they can close this one out and get that momentum back. Big block and almost caught by a heads-up Andy American, but just a little bit short and out of range for him, so kept himself safe. Pushing up, and the double team on the corner gets him, and I think another shot on the Shagger. That Shagger in the red, you see in the back there, has been hit like 3 times trying to get that corner. Okay, Mexico, let's see what they do here as they try to big block, and the catch to seal the game. Mexico is up 4-3. Got 15 minutes left on the clock here. These games have been getting quite a bit faster.
They have been. So for those of you watching at home, we will be taking questions from the YouTube chat. If there's anything particular you'd like to know about, stats, rankings, who's coming up next, we'll try to answer them as quickly as possible.
Once again, this is day 2 of 4 for the World Dodgeball Championships 2018. Okay, and that's a double out. One ball can get multiple people out, so you got to keep your eyes open. When it hits your opponent, you can, if it hits your fellow player. Oh. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Or us in the chat? Okay, Mexico huddling up. Let's see what they do here. Probably going to look for an inside shot, and they do, and they connect big time, bringing it down to a 1-man advantage to Team Italy. Mexico up 4-3 in this series. Started off with a 2-0 advantage by Italy, and Andy American stepping out of bounds. Quite a bit over the line there. He's not going to be happy about that.
For those of you just tuning in, we have a very exciting game going on here on Court 1, Team Italy versus Team Mexico. 3-on-4 with 14 minutes left in the second half.
All right, let's see. Can they come back from that 2-man advantage for Team Italy? Ariano, a little bit off target, but a crazy amount of curve to these balls. Team Mexico looking to get an extra advantage, trying to get another point on them going into the final 13 minutes of this match. Anthony getting hit on the counter shot.
Team Mexico with 2 players left.
Team Italy with 5. It's always a little imposing to see so many people on the other side of the court, not having as many right next to you.
Armando and Daniel still staying alive for Team Mexico.
Team Italy tried to take out Valdez with like a 60-foot shot. Okay, game resumes. Let's see. Big shot by Ariano. Oh, but the counter shot by Prifty takes him out. One-on-one trades right now are to the advantage of Team Italy. Valdez, a veteran in his own right, looking at 4 players and gets that first shot, bringing it down to a 3-on-1. Staying safe, taking those shots, but making the moves. In this situation, you got to be ready for anything. You got to stay safe. Got to keep your distance. Not allow those. Not allow 2 players to charge you down. It's hard to get 2 players out at once. So you're willing to take some less efficient shots in order to stay alive, hoping you just glance them. I think the saying is, you're out there to hit someone. You're not out there to hit someone. You're out there to get someone out. So it doesn't matter how hard you hit them or where you hit them. If it grazes them, it's just as good as anything else.
Or even better, a catch.
Yeah.
Catch would bring one of his own players back in, making it 2-2. Oh.
Balls collide in air. That means they die.
So when a ball hits another ball, the ball is dead. The only way a ball dies is if it hits another ball or the ground.
Refs talking. Let's see what's being called here. Okay, game resuming. Valdez taking the line, taking a lot of space right now. Look for a charge by Italy here. Doesn't connect. Valdez staying safe though, making a lot of big moves. Okay. Let's see, Valdez of Team Mexico. Where does he take that shot? Just shy of hitting that knee.
So if you're him, would you be going for a catch or a throw right about now? Where do you think Armando should be playing this?
I don't know. At some point, he's got to just stay alive.
There's a lot of time left on the clock, though.
Yeah, there is a lot of time on the clock. I think you're looking to just make those mistakes, looking to force mistakes over and over until the balls start coming straight onto you, and you're blocking a lot right in the chest, and then maybe go for a catch where you start, glances aren't working, so Team Italy might, mentally start going more and more toward hitting center mass, and that's maybe when you look for a catch, but I don't think he's trying to force any one situation. I think he's doing a good job of playing what he's got going on. And they try to triple team him there. He's going to go up to the corner. Tries to get him with a toe shot, but just a little bit shy of those toes. Okay, I think four balls for Team Mexico.
Still 3-on-1. He has been doing an impressive job of staying alive. Oh!
And as you're saying, he's looking for that catch.
He's looking for that catch. He's looking for that bait and catch that would have brought another player in and nearly had it there, but Italy did close that out, making it a tied game yet again, 4-on-4. Ooh, it's keeping exciting for us, isn't it?
Yeah, this is like an amazing match. Mexico coming in this year doing an amazing amount of work. Placing 5th in terms of win percentage yesterday, and Team Italy was second to last with a 17% win rate yesterday, and was doing an amazing job right now against Team Mexico, keeping it 5-5
absolutely.
or 4-4. Sorry.
Absolutely.
That's a false start. If he false starts again on this next one, he's gonna be out this next game.
We had a request come in through the YouTube chat to hear about the current standings. Can you give us a really brief high look at where these teams that we're looking at are standing?
I don't know the current standings. I do know the current win percentages, though. USA with this is for the men's team first. USA with a 92% win rate. Malaysia 73, Australia 70, Canada 66, Mexico 57, Hong Kong 44, New Zealand 30, Italy 17, and Argentina 8. On the women's side, USA team has a 72% win rate. Hong Kong 69, Canada 66, Australia 56, Malaysia 40, Mexico 27, and Italy 20.
And again, like we mentioned yesterday, that they played 4 games yesterday, 4 games today. Depending on who they were playing against yesterday or who today, those rankings could considerably change. Italy, is tied here with Team Mexico. Mexico is ranked 5th, and so it's anybody's game. These rankings can completely change by tomorrow's playoffs.
Yeah, especially because these teams have a lot of different capabilities, and it's not like rock paper scissors necessarily. Everyone has a bunch of different skill sets, and how any one player performs on the court at one time can change things pretty drastically. And how strong your schedule was on day 1, doesn't necessarily impact how you'll do day 2. So. After today, I think everyone will have played everyone. So
yes.
No one's going to have a different, power of schedule. Ooh, big shot, though. Manuzzi taking that second to come off the court, taking 2 shots there.
Italy with 3 players left.
Team Mexico has a big huddle right now. I think they have
all their players left on the court. Big dodge.
Okay, Prifty on that corner. We have number 17 for Mexico on the other. No, never mind, not 17. No, it is 17. Oh, Italy, sorry. DeSantis. Prifty gets hit. Marco Coretta and DeSantis left on the court for Italy.
Mexico's got a big fan base.
Oh, yes, they do. They're one of the most energized crowds, them in Australia.
Big catch. Big catch by Tony Sanchez. for Team Mexico.
That was awesome. That was solid. Ooh, but a good counter.
One player left for Team Italy.
Okay, Serge, Andy.
That is
Sanchez.
Marco Coretta for Team Italy, last player on the court.
So whenever any ball goes over that midline, that count resets. Even if you didn't have ball advantage, any throw will reset that 10-second throw clock, which is why they regathered there, even though they had the burden to throw. Stay safe. Serge puts himself in a bit of a situation. Big counters and comes up big there. Italy.
Those are some very impressive blocks. Those are some big, hard throws coming at him that he was able to deflect.
Yeah. And Mexico did a great job there. They just want to trade a 1v1 here. They don't, I think, okay, staying safe there.
Looks like it hit the ground. Oh, tricky play by Italy, and it worked out for him.
Both players just, a little bit off target. Whew, that could have been a game ender right there if either one of them, well, both of them connected. Would have made Italy's life a lot easier. 4-on-1 here, Coretta, last in.
And that connects. Team Mexico takes that one, putting them in the lead, 4-5. Still plenty of time left on the clock. 6 minutes, over 6 minutes left. That's enough time for Italy to take another one here and tying it right back up.
Oh yeah, and also even if the timer goes down to 0, we always have overtime, and any time remaining on the clock, even if we have a second left, we will start another game if the game ends in time. So Italy here looking to finish this one up fast and go to a game. Oh God, this is game 10, so they're looking to go to a game 12.
Yeah.
Or game 11, I should say. Okay, let's see what Italy does here and how they adjust. Because this is a big game for them. Either this is going to give Mexico a pad on their lead, give them some comfort going into a potential game 11. Counters coming up a little short. And Italy down a player already. Let's see what Mexico does here.
Italy pushing the line, playing really aggressively on that left side.
A lot of committal from Team Italy and from Team Mexico. Carmona caught out in the middle there, just a little bit too long. Okay, the double team from the center. Center's keeping that pressure, staying safe. Now it's Italy's turn on offense. They're going to take that line and see what they can get done. Sanchez staying safe. Okay, we have Americans, Ferrari, Hodge, Sanchez, and Ariano left on Team Mexico. Let's see what they can do. Stagnated double team there. First one to get him to jump, and the second one trying to hit him on his move. Sanchez passing it off to Hodge. Feels like he can better make that play.
5-on-5 it looks like. Even game here.
We're getting down to the final 5 minutes. This is the second half of this match. And nothing connects there. Both teams just staying safe. Andy American putting pressure, just trying to get that ball. 4 balls for Team Mexico. Do they double team here?
Serge leading out the calls for his team, being the field commander.
Okay. Sanchez passed it off to Ariano. Ariano being the corner for the team. Once again, your corners, your protectors. They're trying to gain space, increase the throw distance for your mid players who don't have a blocking ball to protect themselves.
A lot of strategy for Team Mexico coming together, making sure they're making the right call here.
Yeah,
just keep that lead.
Big counter, taking out Hodge. Three balls, it's on Team Mexico to throw. 4-4. Big dodge by American, staying safe, but that one connects. Counter by Ariano. Ariano gets hit on the counter shot as well. Down to the final 2. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game.
Tony Sanchez and Serge Ferrari left for Team Mexico.
Does that connect? Nope, Cameroni's
Refs
safe.
call it safe.
Big shot by Serge, taking that shot, but also taking that dodge at the same time, keeping himself safe. Great move by him.
Trying to get that net other ball, give them the advantage there.
Okay, Mexico looking for a wide double team, trying to force that blocking ball to come forward and opening up the side for Sanchez to take that shot. Serge is so good at staying safe.
He's got a lot of experience under his belt. He's definitely played in high pressure situations for several years now. He brings a lot to Team Mexico with his knowledge.
So you're in a 2v2 situation. What are you looking to do here?
It depends on that team's strengths. If I'm Team Mexico, I might be going for a catch, but I think they're teaming up to try to pull off a team throw here.
Big counter shot.
Big counter.
That's a good corner right there. Serge looking for the counter. Chest off. Okay, and refs calling
Team Italy out on that one.
Yeah, it did connect on Manuzzi. That'll give Mexico a 6-4 lead there. That's big going into the final, 2 minutes here?
2 minutes, just over 2 minutes left.
So Italy has to win a minute and 30 seconds to try to tie this up. Once again, if any time is left on the clock, we will start another game. If there's a second left, it doesn't matter. So Italy's looking to wrap it up quick because it's the match point that matters. The set points that you see here are just a tiebreaker for if teams have an even standing at the end of the day.
False start.
Okay. Once again, if you false start twice, you will start that next game out. Well, you start that game out, I should say. Okay, Team Mexico staying safe. Team Mexico just has to play this slow. They just have to drag the clock out. They still want that win, but they want to guarantee that match point, increase their standing.
So if you're Team Mexico right now, you're just trying to run the clock. You're trying to take your time. You're trying not to let Italy get any kind of momentum and push it into 2 more games. So they're kind of taking their time, getting together, making a call now that they have ball possession.
Yeah, they've got 10 seconds on that throw timer, and they're going to use every second of it. Big shots.
Big hit by Team Italy.
Okay, 4-4. All evened up on the court. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in regulation time. Mexico pushing that. Try to go in the corner with the solo shot, but he keeps himself safe there. Okay, Manuzzi looks like he's slipping on the floor. Maybe some sweat or something. I think you were saying yesterday it's like slipping on a banana peel.
It's like the banana peel effect. You got to make sure you clean up all that sweat off the ground. It can be really dangerous for players. Yeah. Some of these men are just fountains themselves. They just dripping, just drips off of them. You can see it from the sidelines. So you got to make sure it's safe for all the shoes out there.
And thank you to our sponsor, Propel, for all those towels that are helping to clean up these courts and keep our players safe. So
and all the drinks to keep them rehydrated. We don't want anyone collapsing courtside.
I love Propel. That's not just like an advertisement thing. Like, it's delicious.
Looks like they're calling a bit of a timeout right now. I believe it was Team Italy that called this one. They know that they got not very much time left to pull something off. And even if it's just 1 more game, they want to take that point. They want as many points as possible in case it does come down to a point differential for them going into tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, we did see yesterday 1 ball did hit 4 players. So, maybe they can make that work here, get all 4 players out with 1 shot and go into that game 12 before time runs out.
A little bit of good luck, a little bit of juju maybe.
Let's see what they do. Okay, both teams coming out of the timeout. Okay.
4 players left on the court for Team Italy. Looks like 4 as well for Team Mexico.
Right now they're going to have to keep that balance of playing aggressive to play the time, but also, not being too overexposed and taking another loss.
Italy coming out swinging, looking for that shot.
I feel like this is one of those situations that it's hard to practice that end game, final minute scenario. Big counter, but doesn't connect. Team Mexico staying safe, still 4-4.
And two hits from Minuzzi. Captain of Team Italy is just taking Team Mexico out one by one.
40 seconds left to take out 2 players. Italy's probably feeling a little bit rejuvenated right now.
They are. They got to pull it off right here, though. So Mexico's going to try to run the clock. They're not wanting Italy to close this out. They're trying to just stay alive, kind of waste the balls a bit. They just got to run the 20 seconds left on the clock. 15 seconds left. Oh, and a ball is coming over to the commentator's booth.
Team USA seems to have a big win. And that's regulation time.
And that is time.
Is there a ball still under here? Yes, there is.
So what that means is now it goes into no blocking. It is still 2-on-3, I believe. Italy has the advantage. If they close this out, Mexico still does win the game, but they still get that extra point that could come in handy come tomorrow.
Yeah, those points are the tiebreakers if you finish with the same match score as another team. So they're looking to get every single point possible. Italy really showed up this match.
They did.
This is really impressive.
Their captain, Minuzzi, really rallied the team there and pulled them up here.
Unfortunately, not having his photo in the pamphlet.
Yeah.
Ended up being the shagger for the team, who looks just like him, according to his teammate. Once again, this is the overtime. So when it gets to overtime and the clock runs out, no longer in regulation, it goes to no block. So you can hold the ball and block it. You can throw the ball in the air and try to get the balls to collide to kill them, but if you block it, you are out, which is what we're seeing now, which is why you see a lot of players. Big catch right there.
Impressive catch by Mexico. Oh, a catch and out. That was a beautiful catch. Spin move from the first throw, out on the second one, but it still makes it 2-on-2. They're making this no blocking end of a game very exciting. Minuzzi doing some gymnastic moves, it looks like, up there. And a catch for Mexico. 1-on-3.
He made 3 great moves and got a little too excited, I guess.
Mexico closes that one out, ending the game 4-7. Their fans look very excited right now about that. But Italy sure put up a great fight. That was a really good game, very exciting. I think Italy is rearing to go and could potentially take all the rest of their games for today.
Yeah, what a way to start the day. That was a great match by both teams, really showing a lot of the different strategy aspects of this game, using those timeouts effectively in the early part for Team Mexico to come back and reformulate themselves and say, no, we got to play this solid, and figuring out what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got some more exciting dodgeball coming your way for the viewers at home. Thank you for watching that first hour with us. We apologize if there was any audio issues, but you can go back and rewatch the games later on. We're also on Twitch. If anyone wants to ask any questions, we're here to answer them. Please put them into the YouTube channel. Once again, this is the WDBA Championships held in Los Angeles, California.
Awesome. So we're going into our 4:30 time slot. So on court 1, we're going to have Hong Kong versus New Zealand. On court 2, we're going to have Malaysia versus Italy. On court 3, we have Australia versus Argentina. Court 4, we have Mexico versus Canada. That's going to be a tough match for Mexico. That Canada team looks really good.
They do.
In court 5, we have Canada versus Italy. That's the women's division. The other 4 were all the men's division.
So all 5 courts going. There is video streaming on all 5 courts. The only court that has the commentary is court 1. So if you want to continue to listen to us talk, please stay right here. But all the other courts are going if your country's team is playing on one of those other courts. Again, please feel free to ask any questions if you'd like. We'd be happy to answer them for you. This is the last day of round robin play. So what that means is every team is playing every other team here in the tournament based off of their win percentage. They are going to be ranked going into tomorrow. And then it's knockout rounds. And Saturday will be the medal matches.
Yes, and every team is, I think as it was put, medal hungry.
They are medal hungry. You can see that some of these teams have been practicing. They've put a little extra effort into it. They come out in these games rearing to go. They want to be #1 seed going into tomorrow. So yeah, they are medal hungry. To give a little history for those that may not know, last year Malaysia took the gold medal for both the women's and the men's. The men's went undefeated all the way through the tournament. The women, they started off a little bit rockier, but then pulled it through when it really mattered. I know USA has won gold in the past, Canada has won gold in the past, and so a lot of these countries have had that taste of the championship, and they want it again. They've come back, they've practiced, they're trained, and they're ready to go.
Yeah, and as you were saying, Malaysia went undefeated through all of last year, through the entire round robin, through the entire bracket to take that gold, and I think they're undefeated through today. So this is a really impressive streak by them. I don't think they've lost a single match yet.
They are a very impressive team. They will be playing here on the main court later on today. I believe they're playing on a few other courts throughout the day if you want to check out some of their matches. Very impressive team. But it looks like, as of right now, USA still has the highest win percentage, but they will be facing off later today too. So that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, USA definitely has like the big teams from last year up ahead of them today. So, you know, they've got that ramp up going in today. Hopefully they learned a lot about how to play together as a team yesterday, coming into tomorrow and really knowing how to work as like one big unit, because this is a very new blood team for the USA.
They are, yes. They did the selection committee a little bit different this year. They had tryouts, they did training sessions. They brought 3 new players off of the reserve team just about 2 weeks ago. So they have about 12 players that they can kind of pick and choose who they want to play with depending on who their opponents are. So you'll notice that there'll be several players sitting on the bench for any given team, and it's because a lot of coaching staff and players, they might know that if they're playing Canada or if they're playing Malaysia or Australia, they might want a slightly different mix on the court depending on who their big guns are or their big catchers are.
Sorry, it's so weird watching myself do hand motions like on the delayed stream. Caught me off for a second. So once again, this is day 2 of the World Dodgeball Championships. Today's round robin, tomorrow's bracket play, and up next we got Hong Kong versus New Zealand. I think we've got a couple more minutes to fill before the next match begins.
Yeah, and you guys have some questions about who won in all the other courts on the first round of play. We'll get those scores to you very shortly, and then we'll announce them throughout the day. So we'll make sure that we're keeping up to date here at the commentators booth. We don't quite know all the scores yet, but as soon as we find out, we'll share them with you at home and try to keep you updated on anything that we may find out here.
And once again, we are reading the YouTube chat for the Court 1 stream, so if you ask questions in the chat, we will try to do our best to answer them. It can be a little hard to go back and forth between looking at the action and looking at the chat, so if we miss your question, we're sorry, but we are trying our best to pay attention to it.
I believe I'm going to sign off here and pass it off to one of our other amazing commentators, but I'll be back later on, and maybe we'll do a little few player interviews. That might be fun.
Yeah.